Hmm. What up, y'all? Makes sense.
So basically, she
Yeah.
broke the restraining order.
No, it ain't that she broke it because the restraining order is on him. Um, it wasn't an intentional act because if look if niggas is driving around right and we pull up in the same gas station and I'm already pumping gas or you pumping gas and then I pull up and my driver start pumping my gas and you know my driver and you say, oh, Whack in the back seat and call, right? And they say, well, was you at this gas? Yeah, yes, I was. I have no idea. Like, I don't know you were gonna stop at that gas station. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't an intentional thing. We were both
Mm-hmm.
in Miami. In fact, Tory got a spot in Miami. He has to register to even get in that Rolling Loud shit to an artist to a stage. So they looked at that. All right, where Meg supposed to be at? Was he on at 6:30? Meg come on 8:30 on the north stage, and shit, the baby, uh, he on the south stage at 6:30. All right, I ain't doing nothing but a 4 minute set with you. Shit, nigga, 6:30. All right, I'm out that motherfucker by 6:40. Shit, nigga, she don't go until 8:30 over there.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, so technically now, if he would have got caught around her stage where she's registered to be at 8:30, he in trouble. Now
But
you
that
in
wasn't
trouble.
it wasn't the case, so he was straight.
That wasn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't like he could show the paperwork to where Rolling Loud registered him to come on the grounds for the baby to be on that stage to do a set. Cause you gotta turn all that shit in. Yeah, she was just on some crazy shit. She never even seen the nigga. She just heard him.
Now that's fucked up. I didn't even know if you like you can hear him. Then it's that's crazy.
Cause she heard him
Mm-hmm.
on the microphone.
So,
Crazy.
can I ask you a question? Do you think Megan did all of this to benefit her career, or do you think that she really
She
did
did
all
it
of this
because
because she's hurt and petty?
she hurt because the nigga was fucking her and fucked a friend and was trying to fuck one of the Jenners that night.
And
And told the bitch, why you worrying about who I'm fucking? Bitch, we just fucking. Who was you?
What the crazy thing, he was messing with her homegirl first. Homegirl went home because she got COVID, right? So Meg knew what was going on. Meg cut out her feelings. She fucking behind.
Yeah, she knew that though. But the homegirl said, bitch, you knew I was fucking too.
That's what I'm saying. So how Meg got mad? Like that shit don't make no
He
sense.
got mad at him fucking with the Jenner bitch.
Exactly.
mm,
Yeah. He was messing with what's her name, Kylie, or
Yeah,
trying
but he
to.
Kylie.
like Tory, like, bro, I'm doing with my dick what she do with her pussy. What's the problem? She ain't dedicated to me. We just in the tabloids right now. What's the problem?
Right. He didn't promise anybody anything, right?
Nah, what's the problem? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Real shit though. Fuck you getting your feelings for you. You know what I mean? That's your best friend first. Then you try to steal her and get mad about another chick. Like how you
Well, I
coming?
mean, what's so crazy is that, ain't none of you bitches the baby mama, the fiance, the live-in girlfriend, none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was gonna say he got a whole baby mama.
They just signed for the tabloids. That's all it was.
hmm Man, this rap game is fucked up because it make niggas that get real old that almost had rap careers that didn't. It make them think that they can still have rap careers and be
Mm.
young and you old as fuck.
Mm.
I'm looking at this art of rap shit, the Melly Mel dude. This shit is crazy.
So what's the
Millie,
cutoff
Millie
age
Mel
then?
still rapping?
When he rapping on the art of rap, I'm just saying, it's just
Uh
What's the
oh.
age when you feel like people should just pack it up and stop rapping?
no. This is different. If you Ice Cube and you got a 3 hour catalog, great.
Or
rapping
somebody that
shit.
ain't really
That's
never
your
made it.
shit.
But
But
if you
Yeah.
start off now, hell no.
yeah,
That's when you 35,
you just
40.
like nigga, let me hit some bars and like, come on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you got a catalog, that's your music. Do your shit. Do your shit, nigga, till you drop. But all that, I got some shit. Check this out. Give me the mic.
Spaghetti a
And you
go-to meal.
and you
That's a
57, you
go-to.
tripping.
Oh, that's
Hell
how
yeah.
old he is. Because I was about to ask you, how old is Millie
That
Mel
nigga
now?
probably older than that. I might be wrong.
Right.
I mean, I
Hold
heard his
on.
name before, but was he ever big? Did he ever have any good
Nah, y'all on
songs?
That's what
some
I'm saying. He just
nigga.
one of the
What?
dudes that
What
was
y'all say?
one of the original dudes in New York.
Nigga, broccoli and yeah, broccoli and the spaghetti is crazy. Zucchini too, nigga, that's
What this
crazy.
nigga talking about over here?
What?
Hey,
Damn. I ain't never
He
Hell
like
tried.
no,
broccoli.
that nigga 61.
He's
Oh shit, I ain't
61,
supposed to
still
be
trying to
off
rap.
mute, gang.
That
You
nigga
got the mess
He
61.
up
ordering
there,
some
man.
weed. No, some me stop.
That
Nah,
nigga
the homies.
61.
Hey, I'm talking to my Migo homies. Them niggas said they pit broccoli and zucchini and spaghetti, nigga.
Hell.
Oh
That's what I'm
That's
yeah, a
saying. Them
isn't that
niggas
like
eat.
vegetarian.
veggies? That's
That's a
veggie. That's
vegetarian
vegetarian. Yeah.
spaghetti.
No, them niggas eat meat. That's just Mexican shit.
No,
No,
I do that
I knew
shit too.
somebody. I know somebody
Hell
who
no.
put
But we
zucchini in
getting
their
off this
spaghetti.
subject though. But you said he's 61. You
Hell
said Wack.
Yep, he's 61.
Oh, Lord.
no.
Hey, Wack, you saw academics post that Taylor Swift is on pace for 1.4 million first week.
Damn.
Taylor Swift at what?
Academics said that Taylor Swift at 1.4 on track for 1.4 million first week.
What? Talking about album sales?
Yeah,
I mean, that's not our music. That's their music.
So I'm about
they
to
getting
say they
that though. That's crazy.
the other
But
people
that's
buying
pop.
that.
That's pop, right? Isn't that
That's their
pop?
They
music.
really they buy that shit up like that. They like that over there.
And 1.4, she probably. Let me see. That's a real 462. Everything else is some bullshit.
Didn't
That's a
Busy
real
Bone just go
462. Everything else, who?
Busy Bone?
That shit ain't going nowhere. Not because they not
I'm
gonna work it.
hurt.
Wait,
They
Wack,
not gonna
what's
work it.
that? What's a
They
460? I
just
know
dropping
that's
music
dumb
like
question.
they not gonna work that shit. Like you gotta work that shit. Like they not working that shit.
Okay, Wack, you're breaking my heart. I love Busy Bone.
You asked the Aries that
I,
question
I
though.
didn't I didn't ask you. You didn't ask me if the music was good. I love the music. You asked me if it was gonna move some numbers. They're not gonna work it. I love their music. We just talking about streaming. That's what it is. I love their music. I'm a Bone Thugs fan. Don't get that fucked up. But we talking business.
Plus, it all depends on how they come in. Like,
I don't give a fuck how they coming. It ain't moving.
Yeah, they're not gonna market him like
just to let y'all know, you know, we did have one of our peoples do a song with Busy Bone. I was honored.
So do placements on like video game soundtracks and shit like that count towards your streaming?
Yup.
Oh damn,
I
that's
mean, if it's
crazy.
happening, if it's anything, all that TSPs. That's the difference between a physical album and a DSP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gonna count towards the streaming, all that shit.
So I have a question. How many streams do you have to like match an album sale? Like back in the day, at least.
Uh, hold on, I'll tell you right now. Had 10 albums. I think 10 albums is in. 15,000. 1,500 streams at 10 songs gives you equivalent to an album.
Mm.
How many again, Wack?
15,000.
And that includes all across the board, or is that just like
Fifteen
one?
thousand streams is an album sale.
Okay, no, I'm talking about like, is that like every platform?
No, I mean that's just when you add it up.
that's a
Yeah,
15,000 streams is an album sale.
yeah, yeah. I got you. No, I
Like
was just thinking because some
1,500.
people only go by Spotify. Like,
I know
that's why I was asking.
nobody only goes by Spotify. Like,
Right, right,
yeah.
right.
Mm. Uh,
That nigga
I mean,
Bad Bunny, that nigga the biggest artist in the world, man.
Wait, that's a
Man,
Oh, what
I
he
don't even
slapping
listen
her
to
at?
I
that nigga.
got
I don't
one
even
more
listen to that nigga.
question
No,
for
that's
you,
crazy.
I
Wack,
thought that
but
was a
I'll ask.
female.
That's Latin. That's Latin shit.
I thought Bad Bunny was a female.
I
I
did
did too
too.
until last night,
Yo, I
nigga.
definitely
I'm
did that
like,
What?
first.
damn.
How?
I definitely did that first too, bro. Dead ass.
Isn't there a bad baby or something? I think I was getting confused.
Yeah, I thought That's that funny. Bad Bunny was a female too, though. Till last night,
Uh,
nigga. I'm
Bunny
like,
was that
damn.
white girl. Fuck.
No,
Yeah, that's
Bad
what I thought it
Baby.
was.
Wack, what'd
Bad
you
Baby
think of
was
Bad
the
Baby? Or you don't have to answer that if you don't want to,
I don't
cause
know who that is. I don't know who that
Wait,
is.
bad babe. Are you talking about the Catch Me Outside girl?
No,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a woman.
we
no,
No,
know.
but we was
Bad
talking about Bad
Bunny.
Bunny.
Bad
Yeah, we
Bunny.
Oh,
thought the
that's a.
dude was her. I did.
Yeah,
I'm getting them
that nigga
confused
There's a
four
with
five
bad
Bad
six.
Baby
bunny
and Bad
Alright.
female.
Bunny. Cause
You
Bad
said
Bad
Hold
what?
on.
Baby
Six.
is
Hold
the
What
on,
do you
one
hold
that
say?
on,
made the
y'all.
What do you?
OnlyFans
Hold
and she
on.
made
What Wax say?
$5 million
Hold
off
on,
of
I'm on
That
mic
OnlyFans.
on
nigga
Wack
four
real quick.
five six is upset.
Why?
He said they bullshit and whack. I won two, three times. They wouldn't let me go.
Hey, that's
Nah,
crazy.
no, he ain't.
I
No,
knew
he
he
ain't.
was going
He
to
ain't
say
He
tripping
stayed
about
That
that.
mad.
nigga
That
went like
boy
six
He
stayed
is.
mad.
times though.
I knew he was
No.
going to say
Man,
something.
what's wrong with this nigga?
That nigga
He got
went
a
like
right to
You
be
better
six
take
mad,
your
times.
nigga.
gold star and chill,
Hey, he
He
bro.
not
got a
that old
right to
though.
be mad. Shit, nigga, if he won, he want his bat. Give me his bat, nigga. That's his shit. Y'all should have said once you go, you can't go no more. You should have said that,
But even though
nigga.
when he got called, the nigga still ain't get the shit right though.
Yeah,
Nigga, that's why he
Every
wanted to keep
single
going.
time.
they
That's
called
even
him
more
multiple
reason.
times.
That's even more reason to want to get back up at bat, nigga. What you mean?
He be alright.
That nigga that
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
I
mad
mean,
though.
fuck, I
hey.
want.
Who finally answered the card question? Because I didn't hear it.
I did.
Yeah,
What
I
was
did
it?
too.
Because I
How
know
you
it's
know
red.
that?
I
I
just
don't
don't
know how
remember
you
the
know
No,
model.
it
that.
was a green caddy.
Oh,
A
green?
green, a green.
Wait, he back challenged you
Oh,
that?
No,
Oh yeah,
I
it was a
already knew.
Honda.
What? I thought
I,
you
s-
said your first car was
I said that.
red.
No, I
nah,
said the
no,
answer
Oh, it
hell
after
was
no.
green?
first. He
He
used to
Oh,
drive a
said,
shit.
I'm
green caddy
out.
when he
They
was a
on
kid.
bullshit.
You probably
See,
getting it confused with that other
Hold
car
on,
he
hold
got.
on, hold on. He say what? What do he say?
I'm out. They on bullshit. I think it's bad as a motherfucker.
All right, we gonna give him 100 pennies then.
Man, what's that
Hey, you
nigga
was
cash up, man? He want to win $100, man. What's that nigga cash up, man? He tripping over $100, man.
hey
Come on,
Wack,
man.
you was in high school, wasn't
Ask that
well
nigga what's his
around
cash
that
out,
time?
man.
Huh?
I said your wife was in high school when you had the green caddy, right?
Nah, I was like eighth grade or something.
Eighth grade. Okay.
14. How old are you when you 14? What grade you in? I don't remember. I was barely
Eighth
going
or
to school.
Shit.
ninth.
Eighth, I think.
Eighth,
Fourteen,
yep,
ninth
and
eighth,
that's
Eighth.
grade.
middle school.
eighth grade
13
or
is
some
eighth.
shit.
'Cause that's how old my boys. I said, wait a minute, you was the age as my boys when you had a car?
How old was you when you said you came off the porch? Was you 12, 11,
Oh,
13,
no, wait, no. What you, what's up? Well, I was in the streets. I was on the run at 12. I
12?
was
It
already
was
on the
12.
run at 12, but I was, we was already running around on mini bikes and doing all kind of crazy shit and hitting the candy store. But like 12, yeah, I was on the run. Full-fledged run. Go. Police looking for me.
That's
Raid
the
my
BB
mama
gun
house.
situation, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
time you
Raid my,
started coming outside?
yeah, raid my mama
Question
house.
was, when did you get put on the hood?
Yeah, what time? Yeah.
Oh, 12 years old?
Yeah, it
All
was
right.
12. Me and Bumpy was right.
Yeah, 12 years old, yeah. 1989. Nigga, I was on the run for real. Nigga, you gotta be big. I was at the dope spots hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, y'all jumped
that's
off the
what I
porch at
that's what
10.
I got
Yeah, I was
fired.
gonna say we
I
gotta
was
get
doing
Wack an
good over there
interview
for
on
about
off the jump off the porch.
I was doing good for like 45 days at the dope house because I had to sell dope. My job was to count the money, but my little slick ass, smart ass, my pay was to keep I got the chance to keep all the ones. So when the money came in, I had to count it in hundreds, roll it in hundreds, and then rubber banded in stacks of thousands. And because the first room where they sold, second floor is where they kept the dope, third floor where they kept the money. Right? I slept in that room. Then nobody else covered that room but me. Could nobody cover their sleep but me. My brother, his partner that he was, none of them coming. The only thing they ain't coming there was to get the money and leave. Wasn't no staying in that room. So my pay was when I was counting all the money because they didn't want the one. They said, "Look, then you just keep all the ones, right?" Or these niggas is moving down there 9 ounces a night, dub for dub, right? So you talking they was busting it down back then at 1,200 an ounce, so 1,200 at nine. That's what that is. So it's like what 10.8, some shit like that. So it's gonna at least be about out of that. It's gonna be $1,000 in ones, nigga, for sure. But I got slick. I started catching the base heads down the street. What you going to get? A 40? All right, here, give me the $20 bill and give him 21s. So I'm exchanging my ones for bigger bills and then giving him the ones that I know gonna come back
Hey,
to me.
that's slick as hell.
So
Crazy.
everything was cool. And look, for like 2, 3 weeks, I was coming up. They like, damn, this little nigga been coming up. What the fuck? They like, shit, it's what it is. He get to keep the ones. And one day, nigga, I was up there asleep, a motherfucking smoker coming there and said, yeah, where Youngin at? Like, what Youngin? Little Youngin, man. He always meet me at the corner, man, exchange my money for ones.
Oh,
Nigga, I was the king of ones. Nigga, I stayed with nigga
Oh
200
shit.
ones and 20.
Oh my God. So you gotta remember now. So what I was doing is this what I did. The ones that was already gonna come was gonna come. So I would take half the ones I had and go trade the smokers for the bigger bills. So I knew those was coming back guaranteed on top of the ones that was coming anyway. So the smokers that already had ones, I wouldn't fuck with them. I just let them go. But the nigga that had 320s or 220s or 210s, oh, we exchanging half of that for these ones. Yep. You
Cold
know what I'm saying? So I'm
hard.
recycling his
getting
ones.
so I'm getting 500 20s and 10s and shit from the nigga to exchange my money. And I know them ones is coming back to me anyway,
Yep.
on top of the ones that was coming regardless. And man,
Yeah,
them
you
niggas called me.
cold for that one. You cold piece for that one.
Yeah, they whooped my motherfucking ass. They came up in the room, they whooped my ass. But I had to keep all my money, but I had to roll it up. I had to roll it up. Them niggas said, nigga, my brother
Oh,
said,
they
I knew
didn't respect the hustle, nigga.
my brother said, no, I kept the money, but they whooped my
Oh,
ass,
okay.
right? Because it's my older brother and his boy, Big James, right? So they said, we knew something was different about you. Well, after we whooped on you, told you had to roll it up, right? They said, nigga, you went right down to the bottom. We see you get at the smoker, get the smoker some money, and you left in the nigga car. And nigga, I went straight to the hood. And it was on and cracking. I got to the neighborhood. I went and brought me one of them century safes, put it over there at my people house, put all the money. By this time, I'm probably like, I got like $12,000, $13,000, right? So I took 2,000 of it, brought the whole crew pistols, you know what I'm saying? And then I know I'm spending money every day. I'm like, shit, money going out, not coming in. Remember, I never sold the dope. I was just the money counter. So I'm like, shit, fuck selling the dope. Let's just go find the money and we get the money. Shit, nigga, the gambling shack became the target.
The shack, not the shack.
The gambling shack became the target. We hit that, and then I hate to say it, well, shit, you know, you nigga, the first and the 15th was on from that point on. The first and 15th was on. We had little niggas up on us. These niggas was professional purse snatchers. These little niggas, I said shit, baby bully, the pool had going on. Listen, I said, yo, what
Baby
y'all doing?
B.
I said, what y'all doing? These niggas got these white envelopes full of money. I said, man, what are you niggas doing? Because they coming back to the spot. They like, Wack, we gonna pay you, we gonna pay you. I said, pay me for what? So the niggas, they got about $6,000, $7,000. I said, what is y'all doing, bro? They got these little niggas, they give these little niggas $100. They snatching everybody
Hey
purse in the community
yo,
and coming back, giving these niggas 100. You know, but everybody got their welfare checks in there, 7, 8, 900. I said, yo, you niggas is wild as a motherfucker. I end up, so then my brother called me from Sacramento and he said, hey, because they went to Sac at this time. And like, hey, nigga, listen, we need to get that from here to here. I said, well, shit. He like, we're going to have the smoker nigga check you into the bus and you just run it up. So, shit, nigga. Smoker take me to the bus stop and be like, yo, my little nephew is going up to Sacramento. I need to sign a release form. They be like, this your uncle? I'm like, yeah. Sign a release form. And so they would sit me in the first seat right there across from the bus driver. I couldn't even see the seats behind him, the first little bench seat. And nigga, I be over there with my headphone, my Walkman on. They had no idea I was listening to Too Short. I pulled my pants up, I'm flooding a little bit, buttoned up the Latifah shirt all the way, backpack fucked up.
You look like a
Two,
little
three
square.
things. I got two, three things. I said, get up there. He said, look, we never know if they own you. So nigga, just take the cab 2518 X Street. I take the I remember the address. Take the cab 2518 X Street. Knock on the door. For a long time, my sister in law like, where this little nigga just popping up from? And I ain't went and picked him up. Ain't nobody went and picked him up. It was funny. We was on the phone a couple years ago. I said, you knew? She said, nigga, I had no idea. I knew he wasn't going back to LA no more. But I didn't know what the fuck was going on, right? So shit, and I was my new hustle. I think they paid me the fuck they paid me? Niggas paid me like $7,500. No, they paid me $75 or $100 an ounce. So you figure I was making money then.
At what age? What age? How old were
I
you?
was about, I was still 12 because that's when I
Oh,
got
okay.
kicked out of the spot. So they was paying me 7,500. So each bird, I made 2,700. They was paying me $75 every ounce, 36 ounces in a bird. I'm coming up there with three of them. So I'm coming back with 8,100. We flipping twice a month. Nobody never got caught. And if I did get caught, it didn't
You
matter. It's
think
like,
that's
nigga.
where you got your hustle from, OG? You think you got it from your brother
Well,
and
I
his
mean, my
partners?
whole family, bro. Like, okay, my pops, right? My pops was the kingpin of the neighborhood. And back then, it was pills, it was yellow jackets, powder, and weed, right? So that's where my name come from. Cause this nigga, him and my uncle Boo, they in Louisiana, Mississippi, they get caught with like 80 pounds of weed, right? So they trying to get these niggas 10 years in the Angola swamps or some shit. And he said because he was able to bail out because he had the money, he was able to make my birth, right? Think cousin Boo might have took the case. So that's that's where my name Cash came from. He named me Cash. My other brother got regular names, Robert
That's
Zachary.
a dope ass
Right?
name too.
Hey, you
Cash.
guys,
So
get those
so
shares at 200. You want to keep hearing the story
so
Wack is telling. Share the
so
room.
my mother didn't want a third child. So she told him if I had this baby, when the baby born, it's on you, niggas. I don't want a third child. So when I was born, I was with Pops. All those homeboys said, nigga, you was with Pops, nigga, from the hospital. Pops crazy. He cutting open the diaper. He hiding the powder in the diaper. He cut the diaper open, hide the powder in the diaper, and feed me and wait till I go to the bathroom and then go do the run. Cause the police pulled him over. They wasn't checking the baby with a fucked up diaper. This nigga right here. So this how he delivering his work.
Mm.
He like, nigga, you was born into the hustle. Nigga, everything about you was hustle. Before you even knew what it was. So third grade, I started selling candy out the bathroom. Pop started smoking dope. He was all these niggas, all these high rollers back then, they did powder, did these pills, it wasn't nothing. It was like a recreational high. So when crack came, they like, nigga, this high is crazy. But they didn't know it was addictive. You know what I'm saying? That's how crack fucked a lot of these drug kingpin niggas up. Because that shit was addicting. You know what I'm saying? So it grabbed my pops probably about 80, 83, about 83, 84. I remember because we had a house in Granada Hills with a pool. We lost it, fuck with this nigga on crack. And it's a Tommy's Burgers on Roscoe Boulevard. It's right across the street from the beer factory, Anheuser-Busch. But back then they didn't have the filters like they do today. And you could smell the beer. Nikki Phoenix, remember you could smell the beer in the air
Yeah, as soon as
behind
you get on
Tommy's?
Roscoe, you can smell the
Yeah, that shit
yeast.
was fucked up. That's why I hate. That's probably why I
Yeast.
don't drink beer. So it was
Yeah.
a Motel 6 behind the Tommy. So I would smell this beer smell all day, bro. That barley shit. Like, bro, I hated that shit. Was like torture to my brain.
Yeah. That was a bad
It was,
smell.
yeah. Like now they got some type of filters because you don't smell that shit at all over there. So and then we end up in Pacoima. And we went to Pacoima like 83, 84. Well, we went back. My mama and grandparents, they already was over there. So Get over there and shit. Now it's like Section 8 time. Pops in and out of jail. He's smoking all this shit. My brothers is in and out of jail. One of them gang bang, the other one hustling. So he getting caught up on little dope cases. They going to juvenile hall camp, this, that, and other. And my brother got out of camp, and his girlfriend was like 8 years older than he was like 16. She was like 24 or something. So that's when he left and went up to SAC. Then my other brother was like 18, and he went to the penitentiary. He went to Saudi. He got 5 years or
And
something for
what's your
dope case.
middle brother's name? What is his real
Zachary,
name?
Zachary.
That was
But
one of
back
the questions today that
Yeah, but
nobody
back
answered.
then he was loco whack. See, loco was a blood word before it was a crip word. And then when
LOKO.
yeah, LOKO just meant crazy.
Yeah.
So when the Crips started using it, that's when the blood started to dog. Everything was dog. What's up, dog? This dog, Ken dog, Owl dog. We started using dog as a greeting, right? So he up in sack, my other brother in jail, so it was me and moms. That's when I started selling candy and shit out the bathroom, 3rd grade. Zavette, Z that being here, we was going to school together back then.
Candy
And
floss. Shit.
I'm watching, nigga. It was hard, nigga. I mean, we used to go get the government cheese from the church, nigga. Them last 7 days, nigga, for that motherfucking welfare check, whatever came, nigga. It was hard around that motherfucker. Mayonnaise sandwiches, sugar sandwiches, all that shit.
Syrup
Nigga,
sandwiches, all that.
we used to have the
Fried
motherfucking
bologna.
yeah, nigga had to boil water in the crock pot, nigga,
Just
dump it in the bucket
grass.
to wash up. All that, all
Yo.
that.
That.
I tell
Yeah.
niggas my story because that's just where I come from. And I used to go with moms down here to get the money orders and then go over here to pay the light bill and go over here to pay the water bill. So I kind of knew where we went to pay everything, right? So I'm like, man, I gotta do something. So I went and got like $25 from my aunt. I asked her to loan it to me. She ain't question me. She gave it to me. I went to Smart and Final. I got a tub of grape liquids, cherry liquids. I got some apple blow pops and cherry and a mixture. It had one assorted like grape and cherry in it. So I went to the school. I bagged up all the shit. I brought another backpack that was identical to mine. I'm already thinking on how to get away. So I had two backpacks that was identical the whole shot. So I should literally go to school with a backpack on the front, the other one strapped to the back, like literally, ride my bike. So I went to school. I set up in the boys' bathroom. So I'm setting a little candy just a boy. I'm like, God damn, man, I thought I'd have moved more candy than this. Because everybody come to school with like $3 to $5 on them every day to buy to spend at lunch, a little shit they gonna do. So when I went to leave, I got to the corner on my bike, nigga, all the girls was lined up at the corner, waiting to buy candy. They couldn't get in the boys' bathroom. So I went and found two little tomboy ass girls who didn't give a fuck about none of that. They coming in the boys' bathroom. So at the end of the day, I would pay them in cash or candy, whichever one they wanted. So they would go to the yard, get all the candy from the money from the girls, come to the bathroom and get the candy. I'm just running the dope house all over again just with candy at school.
But
And
why?
then take it out.
How did you stay looking fresh? Like we was your friends. We never knew that
Nigga, what
you
you mean?
came
I
that
gotta
you washed up in the sink or nothing. Like to us, you
Yeah.
was like fresh, like cash, like you know what I
because
mean,
you
with
not
your shit,
listen.
with your shoes. Like how did you do that?
You never let them see you sweat. That ain't nothing, nigga. We had to listen. We had the kiwi, nigga. For the shoes, nigga. Well, with the back end had the foam top. You keep them white, keep the shit right. Your laces tight, paid in full. That's what we used
I
to do.
remember
But you
that
got to
shit.
remember, I had I had brothers that was hustling. Just when one went to jail, right? It got fucked up. The other one was up north, and we didn't know what the fuck he was doing. We didn't know what was going on with him for about 18 months. So a nigga that's just an iron. You know what I'm saying? And one thing
Mhm.
about it. Moms every year, I'll never forget. Moms would spend $500 school shopping at the Levi outlet. I never forget.
In
And in
San
this month
Fernando.
in San Fernando off of McLean. I never forget this shit, right? And she would say that up all throughout the year. So Section 8, we was on Section 8. So the rent was like some bullshit, like $18, some bullshit. And I knew where the landlord lived on Vaughn Street, like right by where Nadine Ware and them live, like that street right there, right, right before you get to Glen Oaks. So she would send me to the store to get the money order to paint. So when I was making like,
Yeah, here you
I
go.
was making probably like, you know, $15, $20 a day on my little candy. So at the end, I was doing 60, $80 a week. You know what I'm saying? So I just was stacking it up. So back then, the furniture, when you pulled the bottom drawer out, right, you could see the carpet. It wasn't no wood board back then, right? So I would pull the drawer out and I hid the money up under there. So I had a good run, nigga. I had like 4, 5 month run. I was up. I went and brought me a motherfucking bike. I actually put my bike together. I pieced my bike together. I had the motherfucking mongoose, nigga, with the neck where you could spin it, the pegs, the layback seat. You could tell me shit. I had the fresh
Yeah.
bike, the gear was fresh. And then mom, she in there watching this nigga Frederick KC Price. She praying to this nigga and the bills gonna get paid. And thank you, Jesus. Our whole time I'm getting the bills off the table, going to ride my bike, getting the money orders,
Paying them.
going to pay everything, and I'm slipping a couple hundred in mom's purse. And she going there and finding when she out, and she swear to God it was Frederick Casey Price and the Holy Ghost. I'm
The
like,
Holy
shit,
Ghost.
nigga, ain't none of that going on. That's your
She said, "What's the
motherfucking
Holy
candy
Ghost?"
out the bathroom from Brainerd Elementary.
Yo, that's crazy. I used to do the same thing with
Shout
pickles and
out to
shit.
Brainerd.
We
Shout
was
out to
That's
we
Brainerd.
crazy.
was out there losing the kickball game and they came and told me. So I tell this nigga Lil Pa Root, which his name was LeChaden Broadus. I said, hey, go work the bathroom while I go out here and with my team so we can win the game. That kickball shit was serious.
We wasn't
That's
losing.
Something was going on, bullshit. We were losing.
We
That's
wasn't
one of the reasons
losing.
why I came over there. I didn't give a fuck. Well,
I was on the
long as we was
team.
winning, I didn't give a fuck. Long as I was there before the teacher came out the lineup, they didn't know no better. You usually had it. I don't know. Something happened. Maybe crazy ass Candy was on the other team or something. I don't know what went on. Right? It was this white girl, like she was a tomboy, like a cowgirl. Lived on the farm and shit named Candy. And that motherfucker wasn't no joke either. Z used to always whoop our ass and tetherball. Cause she was tall. We couldn't once the ball got to going high, we couldn't
That's
jump
it.
up there. I'm jumping trying to get the ball and all this shit. She just beating
Facts.
the shit out the ball. So
He
I
said
come
she
out
was
there and play
tall.
fucking kickball, and this stupid motherfucker, they bringing the money in there. He like, yeah, get out of here. What? They're like, where the caddy? Fuck you. Fuck you. You ain't getting no candy. Get out of here. So it was this lady, the security. She hated my guts. I used to punk her son, Ernie, Miss Salazar. She was like the school like little police person, right? I forgot what you call. She really wasn't a cop, but she was school security.
They call site supervisors.
Whatever the fuck they was. So they wait till we line up and all that shit. So I run there, I get the candy, put it all in the bag. I run over the side to Mr. DeLong class on the other side, and I tossed the bag over the gate in the little bushes and trees. Came back, got in line. Sure enough, nigga, we wasn't in class about 3, 4 minutes. Here come Miss Salazar. Yep. And we need to talk to Cash. Where's his backpack? And we had this little cupboard on the back wall. We all hung our backpacks in it. And I think my actual desk was on that side. So they grabbed a backpack. I'll never forget, like a turquoise type backpack, and take me to the office. My pops had just got out of jail. They got this nigga in there. He dead bang. He got all the money and the candy in his pocket. He ain't even leave me the candy. He took the candy and the money. This nigga right here, right? He got all the shit. They got him dead bang. So they like, well, could we go in your backpack? I'm like, nope. Call my parents. You can't go in shit. You ain't got no right to search my backpack, right? So they like, well, they asked me questions. I told them I plead the fifth. You plead the what? The fifth. I plead the fifth. My daddy, I couldn't even go to kindergarten until I knew what the Fifth Amendment was. He wouldn't even let me go to school. Might call my parents, so they come up there. Remember, moms had one of them big ass Thunderbirds, right? Never forget this shit. Like a tan one or some shit. He coming there and they telling him this, that. He looking at me. He like, well, what they saying in your backpack? I said, ain't nothing in your backpack. He said, ain't nothing in your backpack? Ain't nothing in that backpack. They opened that damn backpack, dumped it out, then nothing come out but a bunch of broke pencils for me playing pencils, erasers, papers, regular shit. They looking in this motherfucker. I said, ain't nothing in the bay. Like, well, my son ain't got nothing. They like, Well, he got $5 in his front pocket. He said his mama gave him that to buy a protein drink at 7-Eleven every day. So that's what that's supposed to be. You saying one of these kids gave him a $5 bill? So they like, nah, we're not saying everybody. He like, but that's not him. Whatever you doing with him has nothing to do with him. So they suspend him for like 4 or 5 days and just send me home for the day or two or something where I can come back the next day. So we leave, get in the car. I grab my bike, put it in the trunk. And I'm like, oh, go around the corner that way. You're like, what? I'm like, because we was parked facing Foothill. I'm like, nah, go around the school that way. I'm like, stop. I get out, grab the backpack, jump back in the car. He like, what's that? I said, shit, it's the candy and the money. He said, so you was really? I said, yeah. He like, what the fuck? You in school? And I said, hey, I just did the same thing you do with the gardener that come by. He used to bring you the white stuff, and then he come back and you sell the white stuff at home. You give him the money. What you called it, flipping? That's what you called it, right? So he looking at her. She said, my mama said, I told you this boy is different. Y'all be doing shit in front of him. I told y'all stop talking and doing shit in front of him. That's your fault, right? So he like, well, shit. Why was you doing it? I said, so we had to pay the bills. What you mean pay? Yeah, we had to pay the bills, man. Somebody had to pay the bills. You wasn't here. I'm the man of the house. He like, I'm the man. I said, nah, I've been the man of the house, right? So we getting at it. So we get home. He like, where the rest of the money at? I said, nah, I ain't showing you that. That's out. You a base head. Uh-uh. I ain't showing you. That's out. You know what I'm saying?
He was
So
about to
my
go
what
make
my
another
brother
nigga
came.
rich.
Yeah, I went into
Ooh,
my
what?
that's out. Now we ain't doing none of that. That's out. So
That's
like I'm
out.
telling this my other brother come home. So I tell him, I said, look, that nigga trying to find out where the money at. I ain't showing that nigga my money. That nigga, he like, nah, show the nigga your money. He ain't gonna do nothing. But by this time, this nigga gang banging, and he like, nigga, he ain't gonna do shit. So I pulled out the drawer. I had about 700, some shit, you know. So he like, well, that's all you made? I said, well, that's what I got left. I got to work, and I got the re-up, and I've been paying the bills. Mama, you don't be finding them couple hundred in your purse. You think it's the people, the Frederick KC price. It ain't now. It ain't them niggas. Them niggas ain't doing. I'm tripping now, right? So
Imagine your mom face when you said that. She like, it
yeah.
wasn't
So
them.
no, she looking right. I said I pay all the bills. I've been paying this, that. I take the money orders. They got them red notice that say past due. I go get the money orders. I ride my bike over there from McClay. I pay them over here. Pay them over there. Like what bike? So I go to the back. My brother like, God damn, this thing got some shit on this bike. This nigga got mag wheels. Nigga, I had the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, my brother like this nigga balling, right? So, so my brother tell me, pops tell me. Nah, I'm gonna hold on to that money. My brother said, I'm gonna hold on to his money. I got his money. It's all right. I'm gonna flip this for him, right? I'm like, yeah, he gonna flip it for me. Let him hold on to my money, right? My other brother, like, he like, boy, he say, man, on par root. Like, he ain't knowing, bro, he gang back. This nigga is out of his mind. He's burnt out, right? He like, on par root, I ain't giving you nothing. I'm out. Cash, I get with you later. So he leave with all my money, right? So it ain't take him nothing but about a good 2-3 weeks. He back smoking again anyway. I got him out the way. And that was my first hustle. And then from that point, I think when my other brother went to jail and next door neighbor moves in, a dude named T Lee. The dude who used to be in here, G Mac, that's his uncle. It's his mama's brother. T Lee moved in next door, right? So he had a little son, 2 daughters, one daughter my age. So I noticed the nigga hustling over there, and he trying to like hide it from me, but I'm watching the nigga, right? I'm watching him, watching him, watching him, watching him, watching him. So maybe like 3 months go by, like he asked me one day, hey, little nigga, you want to go fishing? You know how to fish? I'm like, nah, I don't know how to fish. I'll go though. So he take me fishing. You know what I'm saying? I could tell he had his daughter that was my age, but his son was real little Jabba was real little. So you tell he wanted the son. So I think that's what it was. So go with him fishing, and he'll let me come over there and shit. and fuck with him a little bit, and then he'd run me back to the house because he was hustling. So one day I got up, I was on my way to school on the bike, and back then in our neighborhood where they was gonna raid, they used to always raid early in the morning, right? And they'd line up round the corner, all the narcos, right? So I got up, turned the corner, and I seen them lining up, right? I turned back around, drove back to his house, laid the bike down. I ran the door was open. I runs through the door, go in the nigga room. I knew actually no. He used to keep all this shit up. He had this big ass like 200-300 gallon fish tank. And you know, you had the wood stand and shit and all the shit underneath. He used to keep everything in there. I grabbed everything out of there. I ran in his room and he used to always keep his money. He would throw his money in a loose, clear bag and it'll be on top of his dresser. Grabbed a bag and I ran out the back door. He had a back door in his room. Jumped on my bike and I went the opposite way of the police. By the time I got to the opposite corner, I heard the engines. It's all I used to hear when they was coming, right? This nigga was still asleep. He got up, but he wasn't all the way coherent. I go to school. I'm going to McClay at the time. I put the backpack in the locker, go to school, do everything. I come back home, come knock on the door. He opened the door, right? He like, what's up, little nigga? He said, man, motherfucking police come right here today. I said, I know. I tried to wake you up, but you was out. He said, yeah, man, I think these motherfuckers got me. I said, what you mean? They raided, but these motherfuckers talking about they ain't found nothing, but my money gone and the work gone. I said, no, you don't remember I came in the house, I got it. He said, what? I said, I got all the work. Look, I opened the backpack up. That nigga said, get in here, little nigga, hurry up. He said, what made you do that? I said, I seen the police around the corner. I was on my way to school. He looked at me. He said, man, I've been really, go get your mama. I went and got my mama brought over there. He said, look, Edith, your son a hustler. She said, oh, I know. What'd he do now? He said, you remember the raid and I was telling you they stole my shit? She like, yeah. He said he ran back in the house and he saw the police first and ran and took it. He took it to school all day, right? He like, yo, don't whoop him. He like, I can't whoop that boy. That boy, I'm not worried about what he do. That boy gonna do what he do. So what's the thing? He said, look, Edith, you know, I'm hustling, you know, Robert Lee smoking, y'all kind of down and out. You know, the little nigga hustling. You might as well let me take him up under the wing and give him the game. Right? She said, matter of fact, let me think on this shit. I'm gonna figure it out. So my house